A survivor of Cannae faced a larger Carthaginian army at Ilipa. They thought they knew how he would fight, but they had no idea what was coming. This is how Scipio Africanus used Hannibal's own tactics to create a reverse Cannae to destroy them. Scipio deployed nearly 48,000 men, with Roman legions in the center and Iberian light troops on the wings. Hasdrubal fielded nearly 74,000 men. His plan was simple: let the Romans attack first, grind them down, then envelop them with superior mass. So he mirrored Scipio, placing his elite African infantry in the center and Iberian mercenaries on the wings. On the day of battle, Scipio fed his men before dawn and sent his cavalry and velites to skirmish the Carthaginian outposts at first light. Hasdrubal cavalry and skirmishers drove the Roman raiders, and under their protection, ordered his men to form up quickly. His army lined up hastily in their usual formation without having breakfast. But Hasdrubal saw something had changed. Scipio had swapped his formation. The Roman legions were now on the wings, facing his weaker Iberians. After several hours of skirmishes, Scipio ordered the advance. Scipio recalled his velites and cavalry. They withdrew through the gaps between the maniples to redeploy on the flanks of the legions. He ordered his weaker Iberian center to move slowly, delaying engagement with the heavy Carthaginian center, but his wings moved faster. As they advanced, the Roman line transformed into a concave shape, creating a reverse Cannae formation. Both wings halted mid-advance on Scipio's order. Now, each maniple turned outward, converting both wings into two dense marching columns. These columns began moving outward, rapidly and parallel to the enemy front. Once the Roman columns reached the far edges of the Carthaginian wings, they performed a second maneuver. They turned again, this time facing the enemy directly. At close proximity to the enemy line, the Roman columns transformed again into battle lines. Roman velites attacked the elephants in front of the wings, driving them mad with javelins and trumpets. The panicked beasts stampeded back into their own lines, trampling Carthaginian troops and spreading chaos. The Roman wings struck the Carthaginian wings from three directions at once: legions from the front, light troops from the flank, cavalry from the rear. Both Polybius and Livy ignored the Carthaginian cavalry at Ilipa. Most likely, the panicked elephants stampeded into them, and they fled. As intense fighting continued on both wings, the African heavy infantry in the center stood useless. They couldn't help their dying wings with the Roman center directly in front. If they turned to help their wings, they would expose their own flanks to the enemy center. The Carthaginian army began to withdraw slowly. At first, the retreat was orderly, maintaining formation. But when Scipio ordered his Iberian center to advance, the retreat became a rout. A massacre followed. Only a sudden rainstorm saved the remnants, as mud prevented a total massacre. Nearly 48,000 Carthaginians were killed or captured. Roman losses were around 7,000. Ilipa broke Carthaginian power in Spain forever. The silver mines that funded Hannibal's war were now Roman.